25. Yep.
Flourish.
Mr. Expire. Where the fuck is he? There.
That's a good result from him.
Yep.
Roscoe.
He's not in yet.
Okay. Next one is M-Stone.
Yep.
Then we have Jury.
Yep.
Then we have Nuthammer.
Jury, Nethammer, yep.
And we have Prince.
Yep.
Then we have Tent.
Sandal. Yep.
And then Sando.
Yep.
Then we have
Scotty.
Then we have
Bosco
then it's Bosco Han. Bosco Han.
Yeah. Then Scotty.
Then Scotty.
Then Tyler Gaming.
Yep.
Yeah. The Reptile.
Then Darkness.
Darkness. Yep.
Maniac.
Yep.
Jackie Prez.
Yep.
Giles.
Yep.
Buster.
Buster is... oh shit. Yep.
And then Prezzo.
Yep.
And
Alright.
Roscoe's in now. He's between Flourish and M-Stone.
Flourish and M-Stone. Where the fuck are they? There. Yep. Alright, I think I'm right.
So we've got Dino 2-5, Flourish, Roscoe, M-Stone.
Hang on. Sorry. Dino 2-5. Flourish.
Dino 2-5, Flourish, Roscoe.
Yep.
M-Stone, Jury, Nat.
Yep.
Prince 10, Sando.
Yep.
Boss, Scotty, Tyler.
Yep.
Reptile, Darkness, Maniac.
Yep.
Jackie Prez, Giles, Buster, Prezzo.
Yep. Alright, cool. Confirm.
Yes.
Alright, ready up when you're ready. Just make sure I got formation on.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking now.
Cars set up.
Perfect.
That's good. That's good. That's right.
Yep, looks good.
Yep.
Looks good to me, mate.
Sweet.
Ready up to tell the drivers.
Weather approximate?
Yeah, that's correct.
Because otherwise it's perfect. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we look good.
Alright, bringing us back in. Well, now that that beautiful elevator music has entertained you and soothed you for a couple of minutes.
Don't look at me, folks. I
know. I know it's a shame you didn't get any Palmer Bet ads, but you know we tried our best. We had the elevator music there for you, and we're ready to go ahead of 17 laps. The sprint race around the circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya.
Yeah.
With its many corners, its many 16 corners, its many painful long corners, its many slow speed terrible corners. But it's gonna be a fun race, isn't that, Moosey?
You sound like the most bitter person about this track. Did you have a bad experience?
Let's just say it wasn't one I voted to have on the calendar.
Not a fan of this one, fella?
No, but you know what? Can't be a fan of them all, can you, Moosey?
If the drivers can hear us, do not forget your setups.
Yes, I've given them a reminder in the Tier 2 chat a few minutes ago, but they've probably forgotten already.
Funny story is I posted in Tier 4 last night a reminder for them to put the setups on, and then for the sprint race, I didn't have a setup on because I forgot.
Izzy Bro forgot his, I think, last night in the sprint race for Tier 3. I can't remember if anyone else did.
But I'll tell you what, I actually went alright with no setup on.
Gorgeous.
Delightful.
Oh, Just beautiful. But here we
Can't
go,
get the
Moosey. I'll
elevator
bring
music out of my head.
I didn't have to listen to it. I just let everyone else do. That was the best part about it. But here we go. We are. The drivers are just doing their setups and strategies and whatever they do in those cockpits and on the grid. Martin Brundle walking around making a dick of himself, embarrassing himself. I'll tell you what, that Miami grid walk was so cringe.
I actually haven't watched the Miami race back yet, unfortunately.
Oh my. It was actually not bad.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no,
Anyway.
do you know what? I feel like I've watched the race, but not anything apart from the race.
Yeah, that's fine. That's old news. Now, I'll take us through the grid, Moosey. We have got a lot of soft tyres for drivers on the mediums. We've got Dino and 2.5 on the front row, 5.6 by VSR, Roscoe Arm, M Stone and Jury Strat. The Mercedes of Nahama on the soft compound as well from 7th. And then Prince OK in 8th. He's gone for the medium compound. So he'll be hoping for no early safety car, Moosey, so he can take advantage of those softs later on in the race. He needs a good start down towards turn 1 because there's a very, very long run down towards that first corner. One of the longest on the calendar. Then 10 Sandals behind him with the qualifying winner, the man who has the pole position for the feature race a little bit later on, Sando. He's starting on the softs as well from 10th place. Then Boss Gohan, who narrowly missed out in the top 10, mate. So he starts 11th for both races this evening. He's gone the soft tyre, as well as Scotty. He's gone for the soft out of 12th. Then Tyler, the reserve in the Williams. He's gone the soft as well from 13th. Then we've got a couple of mediums. We've got Broken Reptile and Darkness Abyss, who's reserving in Tier 2 tonight. Normally Tier 3 full-time driver, so hope he's enjoying. He starts 15th on that medium. Maniac behind on the soft compound tyre. As is Jackie Prez, starting 17th. He's starting on the medium from 18th, and then it's Buster T16 and Prezzo F1, the final row of the grid on the soft compound, Moosey.
Certainly is.
Quickly get your predictions in for a lap 1 safety car or VSC, win some points, get some cool stuff, all that sort of thing. Or you can just put them on the line with the next bet. The next Palmer Bet sponsored prediction with the OSRL. Even though we're not sponsored by them, we are now, since they're paying us in ads. But here we go, Moosey, all yours.
Thank you, sir. This is the sprint race. This is Tier 2 of the Oceania Series Racing League, brought to you in conjunction with Pagnian Advanced Simulation. Mate, we have 1, 3, and 5. And it is lights out and away we go. Really good start there from Flourish Expire in that Red Bull. Getting bogged down a little bit behind that Mercedes. Nothing much doing. A little bit further back. They're 5 wide, mate, in fact. A little bit further back into turn 1 we go. It could be drama filled. They all seem to have got through turn 1 and turn 2 safely. And nothing doing at all. Scotty Luke going backwards and losing positions off the start. We're still 3, 4... potentially 5 abreast here as we go into turn 4, mate, but they are all facing the right direction.
All wide is from Alpine, and spinning is an Alphatarian damage!
And there is big damage. Oh, and one of the Alpines there coming back onto the circuit in a little bit of a naughty way. But, mate, we're all through turn 7, and there is still Sando and Giles facing the wrong way a little bit further back. So Sando, all sorts of trouble here from the lad. And mate, we're still 3, 4 wide. They are fighting the lads a little bit further back. Prezzo moving up nicely through the pack as Sando might have binned it again. He's going very, very, very slowly indeed. And mate, I've done all my bloody points again.
You should ask me for a bit of advice, mate, because I'll hit you up with the winning advice. But what this has done is it's split the field into 2 distinct trains, and a lot of drivers with damage coming into the pit lane now. Yeah,
the mediums will get you to the end from here, mate. Although they will be very second-hand by the end of it.
Yeah, they will. All of those drivers will just be hoping for a safety car, though. So, with damage, they're going to be at the back of the field without some sort of interruption at the Well, not at the front, but at some point.
Yeah. Mate, at the front, we do have Dino 420 fam. If you're a fan of season 2, he's no stranger to leading a race, and he's doing it very nicely at the moment.
Yeah, going for his second win of the season. He won back in USA. That was round 5 of the championship. We are here in round 12, so it's been a few rounds, a couple of races, but he's up there. He's always, in the top 10, fighting for it. As he qualified 10th this evening, but that is the beauty of the sprint round, Moosey.
It certainly is, and mate, I've just flicked over to our positional changes, and Buster is up 9 positions. Jackie Prez up 8. Prezzo up 8. Unfortunately, biggest loser Prince OK down 12, being involved in that lap 1 kerfuffle.
Yeah, Roscoe got pushed wide, I think, in turn 4 on the approach to 5. Sando was all over the place, just losing the rear end, and then Prince was just an unfortunate bystander with Sando parked sideways in the middle of the track and had nowhere to go, and damage was incurred on his Alpine. I'd love to watch that back though after the race from someone else's point of view.
Yeah. And
because that was a bit of chaos.
It was just a little bit of chaos, as we've broken into we'll call it 2.5 packs here at the moment, mate. And there isn't a whole lot of moves being made in any of them.
Yeah, DRS not enabled quite yet, or it was on that back straight, so got a bit of DRS now to aid the drivers. Maybe 2.5 can take advantage. It's very, very powerful down this main straight, and he's got a really good exit from that final corner compared to his rival. Opening up that rear wing now comes the Ferrari. We're riding on board the rear wing of the Mercedes as we come down towards turn 1. 2.5 closing, and he is going up the inside, mate. But it's not going to be an easy move because they're going to duel around turn 2, and Dino holds on for now, but it's worth a good half a second at least down that main straight.
Yeah, it certainly is. Very, very powerful here in Spain.
Yeah, just with that high downforce configuration for the setups, just when you open that rear wing, it's just you're taking away a lot more drag.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, sir. And Tent looks like he's struggling a little bit here. He's close to being detached from the leading 6. In fact, he has. So this is Roscoe's opportunity, mate. Maybe down towards turn 10 with a bit of battery, but just sitting back for now is the Alpine. Maybe thinking about it down at turn number 1.
Yeah, he certainly would. I tell you who would be licking their lips at the moment. That is M. Stone. He's currently sitting in 4th position. But in terms of his championship, Scotty is ahead of him in the championship. Currently running 17th, scoring no points. His other rival the other way is Prince OK, running 19th, also scoring no points. This is big here for M. Stone.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the sprint race, 4th finish will get you... that'll get you 10 points, but he's looking to improve that up to 3rd as he goes side by side with Flourish. But we're staying with the leaders, 2.5 and Dino. Similar to last lap, Dino holding on. So we flick back to M. Stone, and he has made that position on Flourish expire. So Stoney up to 3rd, and that'll yield him an extra point. So that'll be 11 for his haul in this race at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And huge stuff here for M. Stone. In terms of that championship, that will move him within, well within a race win of that championship after Scotty had such a big lead, mate.
Yeah, that really did.
Is that all you're going to give me?
No, well, it was what? It was over 60 points, I think, but,
well, I think it was even more than that.
He's just struggled for pace the last few rounds, and it's evident he's not scoring as much as his rivals are, and they're very, they're capitalising on his mistakes, which is what you've got to do when you try to chase someone down.
Yeah, they absolutely are, and I tell you what, M. Stone looks like he's not finished here yet, mate, because he's all over the back of the Ferrari as Dino's into the pits. So clearly those softs.
Oh, that's good news for the Aston Martin as well.
It certainly is. It's pretty much impossible to overtake as the 3rd man in the DRS train. but also looking very, very, very difficult to catch there, as they both had DRS coming through the detection zone, mate. Hello?
Hello. Yes, he did. So on the next lap he will. But I suspect that they'll be pitting this lap, those who stayed out, in response to the undercut attempt from the other drivers, as Sando says fastest lap. But he's a pit stop behind. Prezo's come out ahead of him, or just alongside him, out of the pit lane, and he's made a pit stop. So Sando really needs a safety car pronto, stat.
This is where M-Stone will begin to really start to drag in 2-5 here, as M-Stone will have DRS, as will the people behind him, and 2-5 now leading this race will not have DRS.
That's right, but I wouldn't be surprised if all of these guys on the softs come in this lap, mate, in response to that undercut from Dino, from Roscoe, because Roscoe, he was at the back of this train, mate. He could definitely make a couple of positions here, but M-Stone stays out. That's interesting. Jury staying out as well. So is Nat Hammer. So is Tenso. Only two of them coming in. So that's a little bit surprising, I'd say. But we'll see what the boys on the mediums can have done on this out lap for them versus the in lap for the soft runners.
Yeah, absolutely. This has to be the lap of M-Stone's life for him to make a successful overcut here. And make sure that move on Dino 420 fam is complete. Dino, of course, he's just coming into turn 1 now, and M-Stone is approaching turn 7. So it's very touch and go between those two gentlemen at this stage.
Yeah, it is. Well, Dino came out about pretty equal distance that he had to 2.5 before the stop, so there wasn't much gain by him on that undercut. But another lap for the softs. They're probably going to start wearing at this point, and this could open M-Stone up to lose a couple. Well, not lose a couple of positions, because Flourish is a second half back, so this could still work out for him. We'll have to see, as he's 95% he's going to be coming in this lap, surely.
Well, Dino is now 19.9 seconds off the lead. It is a 21-second pit lane here, as M-Stone is in fact in now. So we'll jump back to Dino 420 fam. And let's see just how close this battle ends up being. I think it's going to be very, very close coming out of the pit lane down into turn 1, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Darkness and Broken Reptile are going to inherit the lead 2 positions. Yet to stop on their medium compounded tyre. But here we are with Dino and 2.5, who's got a bit of DRS, and we'll be closing in on Dino down the straight. And where is M-Stone? There he is! And pretty similar fashion to Dino and 2.5 on the exit. The Ferrari just getting ahead. And side by side goes the up end and the Mercedes down at turn 1 and 2. Nut Hammer just coming out in front of Roscoe there.
Losing out to 2.5 is the big story there, mate.
Well, he was behind before the stop anyway, so that's... Oh, yes, well, he got it done, but he was behind when the pit stop started, so... He's back in third, so...
Fair enough.
He only got ahead because 2.5 came into the pit lane, and it released him, so...
Yeah, okay.
He didn't pass him on track, so... He stays third. There's a penalty for Roscoe and Flourish and Sando.
Yeah, penalties will start to come thick and fast now, as these drivers are starting to accumulate some warnings. It is 3 seconds for Roscoe, 3 seconds for Flourish, and 3 seconds for Baby Sando, mate.
That's right. Sando probably won't really give a rat's ass down there in 15th yet to stop, but that's big news for Flourish and Roscoe, given that the pack is very much bunched up.
Yeah.
Two-5 not looking too threatening here down the main straight on Dino, and the car going slowly. That is Maniac, who I think that's his second spin since his pit stop. Not enjoying life at the moment on his setup and medium compounded tyre.
No, and as soon as that yellow flag came out, mate, Sando dove into the pit lane. He would be praying for a safety car just to get him somewhere back where he can start to challenge, mate.
Yeah, he is P20, and even though he's made his pit stop now, it'll still help him, a safety car, to get him to the back of the field and maybe he needs to get a couple of points, and that's better than nothing. But he knows he has big chances in the feature race coming up after this one from pole position.
Yeah, absolutely. So all drivers are now on that medium compound tyre, except for Prince OK. He's back there on the hard compound tyre, down in 18th position.
He started on the medium and had to peel up one with damage, so didn't really have much of an option. And even if he went for a soft, he still would have been, out of the points. So just a bit of a crappy situation for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Flourish expire with the fastest lap of the race. It was an 18 something. I didn't quite see it, but I can. It was an 18.5, and that is your current fastest lap. Anyone that finishes the race, of course, eligible for the extra point for fastest lap.
Yeah, and Dino getting a little wide there. That'll bring 2.5 up to him a couple of tenths maybe. 2.5 just struggling to stay within striking distance in Sector 3.
Yeah. And
that's where you need to stay attached so you can get a good exit out of the final corner and try and make that move down the main straight.
Yeah, certainly is the case, as M-Stone just has a little look, but nothing more than a hello there on the rear wing of 2.5. So I think this is going to be very interesting, because this is as close as M-Stone's been for, since the start of the pit stops. Was Scotty going backwards a little bit further down, Giles getting the overtake done, and here we go, down the main straight with a bit of DRS. M-Stone a lot closer than he has been.
And 2.5 will be burning in defence, and yes he is, which is going to bring him closer to Dino at the end of the straight, and just moving to the inside because he was in very, very close proximity with that diffuser in terms of lateral positioning between the cars, but stays second, M-Stone staying third. And by moving to the inside, he really prevented an attack from M-Stone there, who would have been boxed in between the two if he went to the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a bit surprised that M-Stone didn't pick up a penalty there. He would have definitely picked up a warning, as he took a lot of liberties with that curb on the left-hand side. But, mate, 2.5 is all over the back of Dino right now.
Yeah, I think a mistake from Dino has put him back on him, and he might go for it now.
Look at this. That'll breeze past. And, Dino's not going to give it up easily, but unfortunately there, 2.5 just with the better exit, and moved on.
Yeah, now Dino's going to have that benefit of the DRS down the main straight, and he's got a significant advantage on the ERS side as well, Moosey, so he's definitely not out of this one yet. And does he strike now, or does he sit back and wait for another lap? Well, I think he's going to try and strike back immediately.
We saw how easy it was to defend. So I think track position is definitely key here, as he does come back past, move done into turn 1, and 2.5 tries as he may, but not getting the job done. Baby Sando with another penalty, mate. And,
yeah, that's right.
He's not having it all his own way tonight.
No, he is not, unfortunately. But Dino back in the lead. And M-Stone's feeling that pain of being third in the DRS train.
Yeah. He gets a big snap of oversteer there for his troubles also. Which is going to, it's...
No, 2.5's gone!
Oh, turn 7.
Turn 7 spin! And what was that I was saying about being third in the train? He is now second in the train. As the Ferrari made that classic Spain mistake down there at turn 7, Moosey.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a little bit too much power on to stay close to the Mercedes, and there he is. He's back in 17th.
Well. Yeah, very unluckily for the lad. Dino here now with, he's got himself a little bit of breathing space to M-Stone. It is to the tune of 0.8 of a second, as Darkness Abyss in the pit lane getting rid of those medium compounded tyres. And I think Broken Reptile has to be in this lap as well, because he's losing a heap of time there, is the lad.
Yeah, you'd think so. So he's coming in now. Well, you'd assume he'd be coming in at the end of this lap. Darkness Abyss, he falls down to 14th, but he's got that soft, but he's got a few cars in his proximity, so he can make a few positions from there.
Yeah, the soft is a very, very powerful tyre here in Barcelona, as I found out last night. It is ridiculously quick against a somewhat scrubbed set of that medium compound tyre.
It's quite like Hungary, where we visited last week. A good soft at the end of the race is a real asset,
And I don't
and
want to talk
it'll give you a
about
lot
it.
of pace for a short amount of time.
I don't want to talk about final laps at Hungary.
Okay, well we can talk about mine then. Good evening to you, Mort. Hope all is well in your camp as Broken Reptile pits from the lead to make his mandatory stop in this sprint race for the Red Bull team. So Dino 420 fan will re-inherit that lead, Moosey. It is a 1-3 for Mercedes with an M Stone Aston Martin in the middle, who is currently just sitting back, enjoying second, enjoying that slipstream, enjoying that ERS regeneration behind Dino 420 fan. But Dino's doing a great job at managing that ERS up front.
Dino is doing a phenomenal job out front. As really the only time he's looked uncomfortable is when 2-5 got him down the main straight on that one lap, but he retook that position, and like I said, he's looked very, very solid defensively throughout this sprint race.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you touched on it earlier. He knows how to lead a race, Moosey. He knows how to go about it. So, there's no doubt he can do this. Hang on. Sam knows how to spin at turn 2, mate. And, well, I think he won't really give a shit at this point.
What did I just read?
It's from the B movie, what Jamie just put in the chat, if you're not aware of what that is from.
I have no idea what the B movie is. What is a B movie?
You know about the bees? About bees, like the animal bees.
Yeah, I know what a bee is. I'm not.
Yeah, and they make, it's all about making honey and stuff.
Is it a doco?
And it's like no, it's like a cartoon. It's an animated movie. It's not bad, actually. It's probably on Netflix.
There you go. The as we see a move for first position, M Stone on Dino, move done into turn 1. The Katie's just told me that Jerry Seinfeld's in it.
Yeah, I don't know who did the voice acting in the movie, but it's a good movie.
Right. I'm not big on animation. You'll have
to get around it for the little man in a couple of years.
Katie, I'd never seen Toy Story.
Oh my. That's a cardinal sin.
Yeah.
What about Cars? Have you seen Cars?
No, haven't seen Cars. I know that it's a movie about cars that can talk, but come to think of it, so was Herbie.
That's actually a classic Herbie.
I've actually never seen Herbie.
Do we like jazz? Of course we like jazz, and thanks for the follow, Fluxy, Louis Welch, and Paul Live TTV over the last couple of while. And Breaking Reptile is out of this race, mate. He's crashed up at turn 9. Just on those fresh soft compound tyres, probably pushing a little bit too hard.
He nearly took 2-5 with him. He's parked on that racing line. Maniac, look out, mate. And they have cleared that car away now, but 2-5 would have absolutely schnitzeled down the inside of his pants. And,
bit of a Code Brown moment, you're saying, Moosey.
Very, very Code Brown. As Dino struggling once again. Who else is out? Giles and Maniac. Maniac facing the wrong way. I'm going to speculate that he had a helping hand. No,
he was on his own. Giles just coming past.
Fair enough. There we go. We are on the penultimate lap here of the sprint race. Of course, we will have a feature race coming to you after this. And, mate, in terms of the championship, it is M Stone that is going to take maximum pointage out of this one.
Well, at the moment, but Dino behind. Can he reclaim that lead? It's going to be a good last lap battle down here at the first corner. But Dino getting a poor run there up to turn 11 and 12, and he's lost a couple of tenths, and that might be the race win gone. We'll have to wait and see. A good exit important here for Dino, and he hasn't quite got it.
M Stone would definitely be on 2 warnings here, mate. So I think M Stone has to have a very clean lap here if he's going to, hang on to this race win. Because he's taken some serious liberties with the track limits in quite a few spots.
Well, he's made it past the main point of threat down at turn number 1.
Yeah.
And he is now got one DRS zone to survive, plus maybe a couple of other opportunity spots, but Dino's just not quite right up on the gearbox where he needs to be to make a move. But he has got P2 comfortably wrapped up with penalties for drivers behind. He just needs to apply a bit more pressure and push Emstone into a mistake. As we come up round, we're halfway through the lap already now with the 2 leaders up through turn 9. DRS for the final time in this race. Dino's still got he's got heaps of ERS, which he won't be able to deploy for the rest of the lap, because sector 3 is just, you're not really wanting to deploy in this sector. It'll just hurt your traction. But up around turn 12 for the final time, Sando, Nab's fastest lap. And he's going to get a point for that on those soft compound tyres. Darkness moving up as well. But Emerson has done everything right in this race, mate. And he is going to cross the line in P1. And I haven't seen anything hold an asterisk over that. So he wins the sprint race here this evening. And
Certainly
Dino
does.
second.
And
Roscoe, mate.
Oh.
Roscoe and Nat, look at that finishing difference.
Yeah. It's I'll tell you who's impressed the crap out of me in that race. He's not necessarily the quickest driver out there. Roscoe has had an absolute flyer out there to hang on to P4.
Yeah, with that 3-second pen, he's done very, very well to hold on there. Just crossing just ahead of Nat. But well done to Darkness as well, mate. So from P14 or 15, he got points with that alternate strategy out. Up 6 spots, Jackie Prez up 9. So some good drives there from Buster and Frezzo as well, just staying out of trouble. 2-5 had that spin. Sando, Prince all got caught up on that lap 1 shenanigans. So really pronto to all the guys towards the back of the field who got through that lap 1 chaos and got some good points for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. M-Stone taking full advantage of that, with Scotty only scoring a handful of points. And I'm not sure that Prince OK scored any in the end. So
I think he got 1 point for 15th. I think he finished 15th. We'll see in a second.
We certainly will. Mate, I'm just trying to locate my charger for my control.
Well, no worries. Wouldn't want to be without you for the next hour, so...
Oh, you say that now.
Who else am I going to talk about Mango Locos with?
Mango Loco.
Oh, if we could get a Mango Loco sponsorship, that would be great.
No.
Order a slab of monsters every week to your house.
Oh.
Bit of a cheeky discount. Anyway, there you are. The finishing results, provisional finishing results of this sprint race around the Barcelona circuit. Empstone with the win ahead of Dino and 10 Sandals. And unfortunately, just a bit of chaos for a couple of those drivers further back. And, well, there's no driver of the day yet, Miller. Driver of the day comes at the end of the 2 races. But you can vote. You can vote based on the sprint race.
You certainly can.
There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe tonight's the night, Moose, that we allow them more than 1 vote. Maybe 1 vote per race?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, just 1 vote per race. Beautiful. Well, there is the link anyway if you want to explore it, have a check out. Maybe just open it up for later purposes.
Yeah.
But me and Moosey are just going to quickly take a 2-second break.
You promised.
While we get that grid sorted for the feature race. What's the song called?
Scotty doesn't know. It's by Lustra.
Doesn't know. Alright, there you go.
Woo. Thanks.
Alright, just want to...
Thanks, honey.
Thanks, Katie.
Thanks, Katie, from DZ. You're welcome, DZ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, man.
Yeah, right.
And who is the driver who is not here?
Scotty don't know, Scotty don't know. Someone in the top 10.
It's Flourish. Do you need me to tell you the order?
Um,
You can set it and then I can just run you
Sando,
through it.
tent, okay.
Yep.
Hammer?
Yep.
Alright, I need to turn it down for a sec. Sando, tent, okay. Nat Hammer, Jury,
Jury,
Roscoe, no, M-Stone,
M Stone,
Roscoe,
Roscoe.
2-5, Dino.
No, Flourish.
Is Flourish back in?
Yes, he is.
Alright, where's Flourish going?
Behind Roscoe.
Oh, who
In
just
eighth.
left?
Yeah, who did just leave? Who just left?
Oh, man. Because this isn't making it any harder. Sando left.
He's back in already.
Okay, so I'll move him up to pole. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Who else left?
It was Roscoe.
Yeah. So I got Sando Tent, OK, Nat Hammer, Jury Strat, M Stone, 2-5, Flourish, Dino, and go ahead. Which is wrong.
Well, just wait for fucking this last person. Wait for Roscoe to get back in, then we can fucking sort it.
Now you can go back to your elevator music.
I'll put someone else on.
Oh, bit of doof doof.
But fire him up for the fucking sprint
Is he
race,
coming
mate.
back?
Yeah, his game crashed. He's just firing back up, I think.
Yeah, fair enough. I've really got to freaking pee. Hurry up.
Just go.
No.
Or you want to go once we're loading in?
Yeah.
I might do the same actually. Once we're loading in.
Come on!
Come on!
Oh,
We'll get the rest of the grid ready.
Yep.
He's just joined now. Here we go.
Alright, where's he going? What P?
P7.
Alright.
So Sando, Tent, Prince, Nat, Jury, Hemstone, Roscoe, Flourish,
Sando,
2-5,
Ted,
Dino.
Prince, Nat. Sando, Tent, Prince, Nat, Jury.
Nat. Stone, Roscoe.
Jury, Stone, Roscoe, 2-5, Flourish.
No, Roscoe, Flourish, 2-5.
Roscoe, Flourish, 2-5. Alright, and then
Dino.
Dino 10th.
Yep.
Bosco, Han, Scotty.
Go Ham. Yep.
Oh,
Tyler,
well,
Broken Reptile.
that shouldn't have changed.
Yeah.
Alright.
You good?
Oh, actually, I gotta change the length of the race. Because I can't do that 2 nights in a row. Oh, I just added a fucking race. How do I remove that? Delete track.
Ah, it's fine.
Oh, freaking hell. I gotta freaking pee. Session length is long. Alright, ready up. I am gonna go and pee.
I'm gonna go take a peek. Ooh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And it's dry once again.
It is dry.
Another dry session. I mean, Spain
dry,
isn't
man.
exactly known for rain on this game, but another dry one.
I'm definitely dry now.
Oh, it's on life. We've emptied the eskies, and we're good to go.
Comfort break. I needed it. I was just about to have a little bit of an accident, but we're all right now.
We're good to go once again.
And I've even scored myself a slice of pizza.
Oh, meat lovers?
Yeah, well, Meat Lovers is featuring.
I'm getting to know you and your pizza order.
There you are.
Yes. Well, get away the giveaway on the OSRL Twitter. Win a free copy of the Champions Edition. And well, if you've already pre-ordered it, why would you not enter anyway? Because you can give it to a mate. But
Or get a refund on the one you've already ordered.
Or just have 2 copies like a baller and buy I don't know. You can do something. You can give it away to your friends, to your whatevers. So
Absolutely.
here we go, Moosey. Feature race is coming up very shortly after this formation lap, and you can take us through the grid this time.
Absolutely.
And well, lots of yellow tyres.
There are quite a number of the yellow striped tyre. On pole, we have Baby Sando. Joining him on the front row is 10th Sandals. Prince OK in third. Nat Hammer in fourth. Mr. Jury Strat in P number 5. M Stone, after taking maximum points in that feature race, starts from 6th. VSR Roscoe Arm in P7. Flourish Expire P8. 2-5 starts 9th. Dino 420 fam there in 10th. 11th we have Boss Gohan. 12th is your championship leader Scotty. 13th there is Tyler Gaming. 14th Broken Reptile, starting on the hard compound of tyre. 15th we have Darkness Abyss. 16th we have Maniac. Jackie Prez in 17th. Giles in 18th, Buster T16 in 19th after that crash in quali, and last but certainly not least is Prezzo F1 in the McLaren there after his trip into the wall in qualifying also.
Yeah. So here we go, and well, it's actually I don't want to jinx it, mate, but it's been a good formation lap for once.
Yeah.
Drivers are within the 10 car lengths. You know, no one's hit each other. No one's been disqualified. It's a rare thing to have in sim racing somehow. It always seems to be the formation lap, which throws up a little bit of chaos. But we'll look for that fast starting Alpine potentially from the 4th row of the grid, mate, with that soft compound tyre. So he has the potential to get away from the line very well down towards turn number 1. But who knows what's going to happen in this race as we have the final couple of cars lining up on the grid. There is Prezzo pulling into his box in the McLaren. But here we go, Moosey, the feature race. The final one of Season 3 for Tier 2 here at the Barcelona de Catalunya circuit. The lights are on, and we are pushing the throttles to the firewall as we are underway once again this evening. And a cracking start there from 10 Sandals. He's jumped ahead into the lead. There's a Mercedes of Nat Hammer. He's coming up on the inside of Sando as well, who didn't quite get the start he wanted from pole position. Tucks back into second ahead of the Mercedes M Stone up to 4th. And then it's a 5-6 for Alpine with Roscoe flying on that soft compound tyre, and a Ferrari and Alfa Romeo dueling side by side up towards turn number 4. That is 2-5, and Jury Strat getting through there cleanly once again. Other drivers, but this is where it all went wrong in the sprint race for the drivers, and once again contact between Flourish and Dino, who went in very, very late on the brakes there, and he has lost the part of his front wing there on the right hand side and M plate. So he will be pitting at the end of this lap, mate. And the drivers behind just have to be careful because he's going to be very, very slow in this next part of the circuit. Oh, and Maniac almost being caught out by that. That's going to probably cause chaos further back.
Oh, Prezzo just about ended up in the wall as well, mate. He nearly ended up on the scene of an accident. The two Haas cars nearly coming together there as they are fighting so hard with Buster T16. And, mate, nothing doing. Buster is well ahead of those cars now, and he's even fighting Maniac into the last couple of corners of this lap.
What an opening lap, mate. Chaos everywhere.
But contact between Jackie Prez and Buster. And not good at all, as Darkness Abyss says thank you very much. And Dino and Tyler Gaming both into the pits for a change of front wing. And look at this. Jack Prezzo F1, we're going to go 3 right into turn 1, are we? That is Prezzo getting past there. Who's that? That's Darkness Abyss getting all out of shape. He's fighting with Jackie Prez there. And
whoa! Whoa, what is happening?
Oh my goodness.
And the VSC, mate. That man has no luck.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, well, it's only a virtual, so it's not really good for Dino and Tyler. So they were basically out of the pit lane when it came up. But
yeah, it's cheap enough.
Yeah, wow. Look, mate, Tent's had a great start there.
He certainly
You know, for a second, he walked away from the line. Or he sprinted away from the line. Sando walked it away. And he was challenged by the Mercedes who had now hammered down towards the first couple of corners. The Alpine switch position now on the start of lap 2. Working together. Roscoe's on that soft, mate, and a little bit of bunching up here behind the VSC. And he'll be able to keep a little bit of temperature. A bit easier than the medium runner. So he could pounce here on the green flag resumption of this race.
Yeah, he certainly could. Prezzo F1 after that first part of the race, he's up 7 positions, mate. An excellent start there from the McLaren. As
here we go.
have gone racing again. Wow.
Yeah, good jump from Sando. Bit of a poor one from Nat and M Stone. And Roscoe, he is prowling behind that Aston Martin 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's close enough to make some sort of inroad, but he does have to stay on the back of M Stone. And it is a very, very tall order indeed, no matter what tyre you're on.
Yeah, that's right. M Stone, the winner of the sprint race. We know what kind of pace he's got this evening. So let's see if it's... Oh! Whoa, he's going to be not making any inroads now. He's in the wall, mate. He's lost his front wing, and if I'm honest, he's lucky just to have kept the... Yes, it does. He's just lucky to have kept his front wing. So
he's lucky to have kept everything.
Oh, sorry, no, he's lucky to have kept his tyres. He's lost the front wing, but very lucky to have only lost that front wing. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure how he didn't DNF there, but it is on standard, so just a bit of angles. You know how it works in this game.
Sure.
You hit it at some particular angle at 20 kilometers an hour and your wheel comes off, but if you hit it at another angle at 150, nothing happens. So, or you lose your front wing, and that's it. So,
mate, I give you the tip. I ended up with yellow rear wing damage on last night, and I didn't even know that was a thing. So,
yes. Would you recommend, or was it just awful?
No. So, rear wing damage down the straight, you have no top speed at all. Like it is ridiculously slow.
And then you have no rear end stability in the corners. It's a lose-lose.
No. The stability wasn't too bad, but just the top speed was a killer. You barely got out of 6th gear. And of course, we've seen how powerful the DRS is without any damage. So it was really not doing me too many favours last night. Not getting out of 6th gear.
Sando stalking the McLaren here, mate. As we come up into Sector 3 for the 4th time in this feature race. And he's going to have that DRS down that main straight, but as I was saying last night with... God, who was I with last night? Mount. Mount was in the comm box last night with me. The race isn't here for these boys. The first stint on these medium tyres is just about surviving, not getting warnings, and just, you know, running clear of the others. But he is going for the lead center and he's taking it down to turn 1, but not really a big deal for Tent because, like I'm saying, the race is later on.
Yeah, exactly right.
You know, the pit stop come in, the field opens up, you get some new tyres, and that's when you can go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And here I'm seeing Flourish expire, mate. He's right on the back of Mr. Jury Stratas. We're seeing one of your LP
Yellows
boys
for
around
Roscoe.
again. And Roscoe having another lawn mowing trip in there in Sector 3.
Yep, just a bit of a... It went so well last race, but that's how quickly your fortunes can change in sim racing. No damage for him though, he stays out, so... All we need to do is make sure he stays on the lead lap in hope for a safety car later on in the race.
Absolutely. And sports bet is at $1.02 that it will happen, so...
Ah, you reckon? Bags Liddell is back for the Palmer bet ads, so well, that's a finely tuned timing there. Maybe it'll be a different ad tonight. Who knows? Yeah, a bit of a
the ad of Moose.
The top five are breaking away under that DRS train, led by Sando at the moment. And then 2-5 got Jury for company there in 6th and 7th. Flourish is attached to the back of that with Scotty and Boss Gohan. Just lingering on the 1 second window of the Ferrari, the championship leader ahead. And that's quite the sizable gap back to Prezzo, who has got Maniac for company there on P11 and 12.
He's just overtaken Maniac for that P11. So Prezzo starting on the back row of the grid. He's absolutely flying here in this feature race. Can you hear me? Hello.
I can. I was typing, so.
Ah.
You know me, my brain is so small it can only handle one thing at a time.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And Jamie Walker, no politics in here, man. That's terrible.
Just no politics in any of the OSRL chats. I'm not anti-politics talk, but that is not what this forum exists for.
Prezzo got... and he's nearly done it again. Prezzo needs to get those temperatures under control because he's nearly sent it around twice. And Maniac, I think, he's going to have a very easy time of it. Although he's not really close enough, as we're seeing Jury get past 2.5 as well.
Yeah, someone was saying that Prezzo was snapping around everywhere in the sprint race as well. I think in the tier 2 chat. So, I mean, if he was snapping everywhere, he's done a good job of it to finish that race and get some points. So maybe he can do the same again.
He looks very unsteady in the rear end.
Steady on there, lad.
What's that?
Steady on, mate.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you, he's not going steady. Sando, he's on a bit of a push lap this time around, and he's broken that 1 second window to 10 Sandals behind. He's seen his opportunity, maybe a mistake from 10 earlier in the lap, and Sando's going, well, I'm going to go for it now. And hopefully you people back there can just entertain yourselves and cost yourself times by battling together.
What do you mean, you people?
I was speaking on the, first person of Sando.
Fair enough.
Here we go. So, Ten has
people stuff.
none of that, mate.
Bags Liddell, I do love a stable rear end.
I'm quite the opposite, Moosey. You know me. I love a little bit of wiggle room, or not wiggle room, but a little bit of wiggling from the rear of the car. I'll do some wiggling off stream with my my rear end for you.
Mate, you do some wiggling with your hand.
Oh, I thought that was more of a jerk motion, as Prezzo has lost his car, mate.
He's around. And he's lost the entirety of that front wing.
Oh, and yes. That snappy car has sprung one on him after all.
Yeah, unlucky for the lad, because like I said, he was absolutely flying out there.
And safety car potential here with Dino out. And safety car it is.
Safety car. Bert Mylander, welcome to Spain.
And I think we expect either some of these medium runners to stay out, or the hard tyres in the pit lane being prepared for them. Roscoe's picked up a penalty under the safety car. That's
too early, surely, but Sando's in, mate.
No, the mediums can do the entire race almost. We saw the pain of not pinning last night for a driver, a Ferrari, but they're doing it again down at Ferrari. They're trying it again. So is Jury, so is Flourish, so there you go. I said some would stay out and someone put the hards on, and well, I wasn't wrong. So
Yeah.
Sando will come out in 4th place from what was the lead.
He really doesn't lose too much there, does Sando
No, he doesn't.
or Tent Sandals.
And imagine if, 2-5 and Flourish should, come in as well, and Jury stayed out, Sando comes out in 2nd. That's what happened in Tier 3 last night. One driver stayed out, and those who he was battling with on track came out right behind him with a, pit stop advantage, and he couldn't break away from them after the pit stop, and that was his race over with no safety car later on.
Yeah, it is that sort of catch-22 with that gamble, and if you get it wrong, it's going to bite you.
Yeah, you're relying on either being able to break away and, gain a pit stop's time across the final half of this stint and then the next stint on the soft, I presume, or a safety car intervening, and then you're bunched up with soft tyres and you can go for it. So it is a riskier strategy, but if it pays off, it tends to pay off, much more favour.
Stable rear ends.
As there is another prediction up, mate, for those channel points.
I got no channel points left after you cleared me out twice.
It's Mount. I'm not even doing them this evening.
I'll bet all 96 of my points.
Oh, aren't you generous? Which one are you betting on, so I know which one to bet on? You know which other one to do?
None of your business.
I'll put 15,000 on.
I'll put 15,000 on.
Oh, everyone else voted the same one as me! For fuck's sake! God damn it.
Oh, no. I've gone the other way.
That could be good for you.
It could be real good.
And also normally means it's bad.
Yeah, it also normally means that the opposite's won.
Well, while we're here, we'll look at the position changes, Moosey.
23 laps left. Can I change my vote?
It is a long race, isn't it?
It certainly is. Positional changes, mate. Like you said, I think we won't really worry about the guys out front because they still get to pit in this race. So a little bit further down, you've got Giles and Maniac. They're up 5 and 6 respectively. And big losers Roscoe down there, who got it all wrong at turn 7, mate.
Yeah, he did. So, thing is, though, he's back on the field now.
Yeah.
So he gets another chance, and he's on medium compound tyres, so he's got a tyre advantage on most of them. Look for broken reptile, mate, on those mediums. They will go to the end from here, so don't count him out of this one either. He might be able to make some moves in what might form a DRS train once again. And, well, the safety car not in at this stage this lap, but maybe we might get a little bit of a late call here, mate. So we'll be on standby, and if it is coming in, it'll be your call.
Thanks.
Oh, there you go. God, I'm good.
So Mount thinks he's getting the whole bag if there's no other safety car, but I'm in there for 96 points, mate. Take that. We're hearing that Sando's desyncing from 10, so we'll keep an eye on that. But when will Jury go? He hasn't gone yet. 2-5 right on the back of this. You don't want to pump a hole too far in.
Jury's got it wrong.
Snap! He got it
in the wall, Flourish!
Oh! That'll be a safety car, surely.
Oh, in the wall, Prezzo!
Oh my goodness. And they may not be a safety car, as the field has gone past. We have 2 more victims here, as someone might have lost it at turn 1 as well, and they certainly have. No, Boss Gohan going very, very slowly though, so nothing doing just yet there. Giles getting overtaken by Tyler Gaming. And, mate, I feel like I have well and truly missed... that is a very strange penalty for Roscoe.
It was
Rock-
yellow, and he probably made a move when there was some strange yellow out from those crashes. And unfortunately, it's caught him out. But wow, that was a big off from Forest Expire there. I really want to know what happened to him. Same as Prezzo, I think he was trying to avoid the chaos, and just ended up off on the other side of the circuit. Strange. Yeah. But no safety car. We are going once again, and that's one lap of racing in the books.
Yay. And,
oh, yay, friends!
As, I tell you what, I don't have any I don't have any telemetry up on my...
I do. I've got plenty of it.
No,
it'll reset for you at the end of the lap.
Yeah, mine turned it all itself off. I didn't even have the driver, like the gear and speed and blah blah blah.
Just flick it back on. Yeah, she'll be right.
She done, mate. She done.
Absolutely, mate. But I feel like it's going to be a little bit stagnant for here for a while, Moosey. Especially while these medium runners stay out. I don't see Sando. Unless 2-5 makes a mistake, I don't see Sando having the opportunity to get past.
Yeah. And let's be fair, these medium runners are probably still another 10, potentially 15 laps away from coming in.
Yeah, they'll do soft, so probably with around 10 laps to go, so... they're still at least 10 laps off, so...
Yeah.
And they might even start even longer than that, hoping for a safety car. So, here we go, mate. DRS is enabled. It won't be activated until we get round to the exit of turn 9 on this lap, but it is active once again on this race. Broken Reptile looking.
Is, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, got Broken Reptile here on that medium compound, as I alluded to under the safety car. So we'll see what he can do from here. At the moment, he's not really progressed from where he was, but still a long way in this race. He's right on the back. Oh, sorry, that is Tyler who's right on the back of Giles ahead, mate. And Tyler pitted earlier, mate, on I think lap 1, 2, or 3. So he has stopped, but he's on older hards than the rest.
He certainly is, mate. And I think Broken is really going to catch this very, very quickly as
off into Haas
here at Giles. The Haas
Jackie Prez off,
and he's kept it going somehow. And mate, you got to find forwards, and front wing will be missing on that car. No, in fact, it doesn't even look like it's any damage.
Maybe a little bit of minor damage. It didn't go in too hard. He just went off.
Potentially light green, maybe. But
yeah, potentially, mate.
A huge issue there.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to go easy. And there's no point pushing when you've had that spin because you've already lost the big advantage, or you've given up enough already.
Yeah.
You don't want to spin out and crash and give away more time. You just want to try and stay on the lead lap and hope for that safety car.
Yeah, absolutely, and Haas is not going from bad to worse as they now occupy last and second last in this race. It's all gone a bit downhill for Gunter's boys, mate.
Yes, it has. So Giles has been passed by Broken Reptile and Tyler down towards turn number 1 on this lap, and now he's got Roscoe sniffing up the back of his exhaust in the Alpine.
Is that a euphemism?
Oh, it could be if you wanted to. And Roscoe dives it to the inside there at turn number 10 and gets it done there. Oh, and just a bit of clumsy behind from Bosco, and Dark just trying to take advantage of that now. We go side by side up around turn 12 and inside line. Darkness moves past on the medium, so good move there in the Haas.
Certainly was.
The Haas are no longer last and last, mate.
2-5 has just retaken the lead of this race as his launch run up the inside of Jury Strat into turn 1. Move done for the lead of the race.
It's absolutely, mate. we're hearing from the paddock that sources say Goods might Fox smash his door after this, and I think he's about to even more. Because Jackie Prez has Fox smashed his car into a wall, causing a second safety car.
Well, there goes my last 96 points.
Oh, Moose! Why did I waver? I should have known it was coming to me.
Yeah. And yeah, Gunter's door is going to be in a bit of a state now because one of the Hasses have DNF'd, and I dare say that these two boys on the mediums, it's probably too early for them to come in.
I mean, they can come in for hards, but there's not much point because you know they don't gain anything out of it. They lose net. They're going to go to the back of the field. So.
Bags Liddell, I put in 1k and got 1.1 back. You're welcome.
There you got Moose's points.
You got my 96
Here comes
points.
Fury. So Fury's calling, he's cutting his losses, mate, and he's going, well, a free stop, you know, the risk. So he's getting the last though. It's going to be interesting to see what tire he does put on though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it is the hards waiting for him. It is the hards waiting for him. Who else is coming in? A lot of the runners at the back are maybe going to a fresh set of mediums here, mate, which, if I'm honest, that's a pretty good move. Because they're not really going to lose much track position and they get fresh tyres. So, good thinking there from the boys at the back.
Yeah.
That means Fury only comes out in 10th, so he's dropped from 2nd to 10th, but not as bad as it could have been. He could have been in 15th.
That's very interesting.
What is interesting?
No, just thinking out loud. I'll tell you post-race, as I'm just looking at Tier 4 things while we're having a little lull, mate.
No worries.
Alternatively, you can look at your Facebook Messenger.
Facebook Messenger?
Yes.
Wow. Dino is saying FFS in the Tier 2 chat, as you'd expect. And we've lost 5 runners, mate. That's pretty unusual, I'd say. You know, not even halfway through it. Well, we're about halfway through it.
Yeah, we're halfway through now, let's be fair. We'll call an egg an egg.
If you just want, I just got to do something quickly, Moose. So if you want to,
are more than right, mate.
if you want to fill space, go for it.
So we will we'll run you guys through the grid. You can see it on your screen, but we are filling in time here. So it is 2-5 leading this race from Sando. 10 Sandals 3rd, M Stone 4th, Nat Hammer 5th, Prince OK 6th, Scotty 7th, Maniac 8th, Broken Reptile 9th, Jury Strat 10th, Tyler Gaming sitting in 11th there as 2-5 nearly gets into the back of Burt Mylander. 12th going to Giles at the moment, Darkness Abyss 13th, Boss Gohan 14th, and rounding us out will be Roscoe Arm, who's, well, he's caught the back of the pack now. Biggest winners, biggest losers, it's still 2-5 out front. He's up 8 positions, yet to pit in this race though. So we'll look a bit further down. Maniac's up 5 positions. Scotty and Broken Reptile are up 5 positions respectively themselves. Giles up 6 positions also. Biggest loser that's still running is unfortunately Roscoe Arm in the Alpine a little bit further down. Penalties are just the 3 seconds for Roscoe Arm as well at the moment. But I dare say that there are going to be quite a few more penalties accumulated before the end of this one.
Yeah, mate. That's what you would expect. Is there is another prediction up at the moment if you would like to participate. Another safety car. To the chat if they'd like to participate. Safety car is coming in this lap. But surprisingly, we only had the 1 penalty thus far, and he got it under safety car the previous one, so he's probably going to be kicking himself.
Yeah. You have the call on this one, big fella.
Oh, big fella! Well, 2-5 second over the lead. Sando now in second, and net P1. But when does the Ferrari go? We saw Jury go very, very late, and he actually got it all wrong, and then Flourish ended up in the wall, and so did Prezzo. But I think he's going now, and Sando gets a little bit of snap of oversteer. Good positioning from the Ferrari there when he put down the throttle, and a little wiggle there from Sando. Just the hard's not quite warmed up, and you can see Tent Sandals really weaving there just to try and get a little bit of heat into his tyres as M-Stone is juicing his way down that straight just to try and defend from the Mercedes behind. He's squeezing every bit of juice out of that battery. And Scotty's looking all over the back of Prince here, who just doesn't look like he's got his tyres quite in the window as we come up towards turn 4. Scotty on the inside, braking a little bit later, and there's a bit of contact. He's shoved him wide, and he has gone through, but Prince might drive it back up the inside here at 5. Give him a little bit of his own treatment, but Scotty might get the superior exit around the outside, and he does. And he's moved up to 6th.
Very wide there from Scotty. He'll have definitely earned himself a warning there. But, mate, I'm not sure if Wales have any juice with whatever you were trying to say there, but you certainly got some juice out of me for it.
He is juicing his way down the straight. A little bit of tussling here, Maniac and Broken Reptile. And just bottling up behind is Tyler and Fury. And Tyler can have, the best tyres in the field here, along with Giles and Roscoe and Bosco Hand. These fresh mediums. Going to be a bit speedy here for the rest of the race.
A little bit pacey.
A bit of speed, a bit of spice.
There I say.
So one more lap until we get a bit of DRS, mate.
Yeah, and we'll be off to the races there, I would have thought.
I would assume so, yes, mate.
Was that Roscoe having a big look here at Bosco Hahn. And nothing doing there from the Kamehameha of Bosco Hahn.
Roscoe's trying to get this job done, but
you didn't get that.
It's tough to overtake here. It really is.
You didn't get that reference, I'm going to assume.
No, I really didn't.
It's a
I thought you were just talking... front wings flying.
Yeah.
Whose front wing was that?
Darkness.
Tyler, I think. Maybe.
And look at this. Roscoe with a brilliant run here on Bosco Hahn. And gets past very, very nicely indeed. And I honestly can't tell who has wing damage in this little pack at the moment, but there was definitely a front winger flying.
Yeah, I saw it fly. It's Bosco Hahn, mate.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Unfortunate. He was in a decent position there.
Jeez.
Both Williams.
Yeah.
And Fury. Oh, this is painful. Bosco Hand's going to be stuck behind his teammate waiting to get service at Williams.
And soft tyres would be the
call from here, I think, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Although Fury's gone on to the...
probably pretty even, because the soft will run out at the end of the stint.
Yeah. Anyway,
up the front.
Yeah, up the front. It is.
What is Sando doing? What is 2-5 doing?
They're not doing a whole lot, mate. It is looking like a fairly casual Sunday drive.
Now, in my mind, if I'm Sando, I'm absolutely smitten with sitting in P2. If you don't even have to stay with the Ferrari.
No.
But ideally, you stay with that Ferrari because one, he has the pace to. And it just means that Tent has absolutely no chance of getting to him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what he has to do. Tent nearly lost the rear end. Jeez, I'm going to assume that M-Stone's going to get fairly interested in that, but he might be a little bit too far back. Tent nearly lost that rear end coming out of the final corner.
And Sando's gone for the lead. But, I was saying he'd probably be happy sitting second. He goes, no, I want to be P1. But the same thing applies, mate. If 2-5 can stay attached to Sando, then it's the same scenario. Tent stuck back there in third.
Yeah, Prince OK getting past Scotty as well in terms of the championship. That's big as well. Elevating Prince OK up in points and Scotty going further backwards.
Prince needs to get that gap down to Nat Hammer so he gets DRS, so he doesn't just get passed straight back by the Ferrari. So he's got to push on a little bit here.
He certainly does, as he gets a little snap there, does Prince through turn 7, but still has all 4 wheels on the racetrack, mate.
Yes, he does, but you can see that train just going away from a 10th or so on that straight. The DRS for Nanhammer, no DRS for him, and this is where he's got to do it. He's got to find half a second though, mate, so that's a pretty tall order, and that's probably going to mean he's going to be vulnerable down towards turn 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure how vulnerable he will be, as he's got a slight ERS advantage on Scotty, but they're both going to have pretty much the same amount of pace, albeit Scotty does have the DRS. Look at him mashing that ERS now, and I think he's going to run out of straight here, although he is gaining. He does run out of straight, and the rear wing...
And look at that for Prince, mate. He lost half a second down that straight without DRS. And what we've seen on the speed zone all night, the DRS is worth half a second down that main straight. And, well, there is the proof in the pudding. Nanhammer doing nothing and running away half a second.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything after pudding, mate.
Well, you know me, I do the same thing at times.
Yeah.
The demons take over.
Yeah.
By it, sometimes I mean I do it every other lap, but nonetheless.
And Scotty's fallen right off the back of Prince OK here. He's had a terrible Sector 2. And, well, the fact that he was just within the DRS range has probably saved him from completely falling out. Oh, as he gets twitchy, does Scotty.
Oh, well, there goes that DRS, mate.
Yeah. And
but
Scotty
look at Prince,
looks in a bit of trouble here at the moment.
Yeah, it might be. Prince, he's back at 1.3 seconds as 2.5 does pit in that Ferrari, so 10 Sandals will advance to second. They'll all pick up a spot. But Prince, he was back at 1.3 at the detection point once again, but as we come down to the end of the straight, it's probably going to be back up towards 1.8, but he has he's squeezed that battery a lot to maybe try at the end of this lap get into the DRS, and that's probably a good gamble because you might as well try. You've got nothing to lose. Scotty's dropped off the back of you now.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And he is closing, and with a bit more battery he should get there, but he's ideally wants to get there before that detection point, before turn 9.
Yeah, if you're within that detection point at turn 9, that'll carry you through the entire rest of the lap, and that'll give you DRS across the line into turn 1. And I think he's just shy of where he needed to be.
Yeah, half a tenth off there, but we've seen him close in about 3/10 in this sector on the last couple of laps to Nanhammer, so he just needs another one of those sector 3s and he will obtain that DRS he's looking for, as Boscohan has retired, and that could be a safety car. The Williams is off, and it is a safety car.
Deployed.
Oh, what do you do here? Do you pit? Do you not? 2.5 missed it by a lap, mate.
Yeah. And everyone's
Scotty's coming in.
Staying out. Scotty comes in. Surely that's for the soft compounder tyres. Broken Reptile comes in as well.
Oh, there go my points. I was stacked on no.
Yeah. And Scotty had to come in, mate. He had to get off those tyres because he was going backwards, mate. But he will come out behind his teammate. Only losing a couple of positions and he'll be on some very rapid tyres. Ferrari could do well from here. As Tyler's out.
Where is he? Oh, he's pit and quit?
I don't think so, because he's not in the pit lane.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
Oh, yes, he is. Yep, sorry.
Why would you pit and quit? It's a safety car.
Got a better offer.
That's perplexing.
Yeah.
Now, the leaders have a chance to respond because they got out ahead of the safety car moose, so if they feel like they want to pit in response to these soft tyre runners, they can, and they will come out ahead of 2.5 and Scotty, so... But they'll give up the track position to those who don't pit, so we'll stay with Sando here as he comes into Sector 3. Another prediction is up for the 4th safety car. But he
Sando
is...
Oh,
he's playing games, he's playing dummies. And, well, no one coming in, so...
I think that's a mistake.
I feel like that would have been worth a gamble, maybe for a Nanhammer with that penalty. Roscoe's coming in, so... I don't think that's a bad move. So is Giles. Maniac staying out on 14 lap old hards. I think that's an L from his position. Because there's just going to be softs a fair behind him, and he's just going to lose all those positions. I suspect. So that's a bit of an L strategy from him. I'm really surprised that one of Prince, Nat, M-Stone, Tent, and Sando didn't pit. You know, they would have come out behind Maniac. You know, Sando, he would have come out behind Maniac. Team orders on the restart. He's in 6th on the back of the leaders with softs. I mean, he still is in the lead, but it is good news for him that none of them pitted. But 2.5 is going to be looking good here. This has worked well for him.
It certainly has. 2.5 coming in 1 lap prior to the safety car, unfortunately for the lad. But like you said, mate, everyone from him down is going to be rapid on this restart. We're probably going to have 7 racing laps once we get running, and it is all going to be to play for.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. 100%. Without doubt. No question.
You beaut.
Bloody oath.
Oh, ripping.
God, someone's stacked on the 4th, on the prediction now. Who is that?
Someone, I'll stack it on if someone mentions pudding again. Oh.
Or someone's stacked on the other one as well.
Big points to be ordered. Considering there's only probably 5 laps where we can get another safety car.
I wouldn't be surprised given hard versus soft. It's going to be chaotic.
Yeah.
Well, I lost a lot of points on that last one. Might as well just double down.
Whatever, man. I lost mine all in the first safety car.
We're doubling down. There we go. But this is going to be interesting, Moose. The hards versus the softs. Track position is key, but 2.5 and Scotty, these Ferraris are in a good spot to go for it.
Yeah, I think Urban Scyther, the team principal there of Ferrari, I think he'll be very, very, very glued to his TV screen at the moment.
Look at this, 3 stops for Roscoe, 3 stops for Giles, 4 stops for Darkness, 3 stops for Jury. They've been in the pit lane often. Maniac is up 10 spots, the biggest winner, but he is on that hard tyre, an old hard tyre, just like those in front of him. So it's going to be very much the hards versus the softs. Hards up front, soft down the back, but those softs can be so much faster. It's going to be about who can thread the needle through without getting involved in an incident, and making up the positions quickly. It's going to be great, and the hard runners will probably want this safety car to go around again, but I don't think it will. It is coming in, Moose, and it's yours this time.
Thank you, Squire.
On board with Tent Sandals.
Yeah, I'll jump on board with Tent as well, as we won't give much away at all. I've got a horrible echo of myself, mate.
Nothing on my end. Maybe a replug will solve it for you. Anyway, while he's replugging, we are with Sando, and he might try the Scotty.
And,
no, he is
on board here with
there. He goes.
And he has gone, and Tent has not gone with him. M-Stone getting a nice start there as well. We're looking at the 2 Ferraris a little bit further back. And Maniac going to have a look here at Prince OK into turn 1. Something happening a little bit further up as well. Maniac going to get swamped here by the soft runners. It is, well, Scotty's got past 2.5 on that restart. And Scotty gonna come, 2.5 gonna come back at Scotty. Nothing doing. Positions change at Ferrari, although nothing is happening a little bit further up. So these, Scotty lunges on Maniac, and 2.5's gonna say thank you very much as well here, as he's gonna have the inside line into turn 7. Very, very sketchy stuff between these two. Maniac holds on through turn 7. Contact between the two drivers.
Roscoe's going to get him, and Roscoe might get Maniac. He might dive him down here at 11.
I'll tell you what, 2.5, he's got front wing damage. He's getting swallowed like that 18-year-old on prom night. And Prince OK and Roscoe, everyone's gone.
Spinning broken reptile as well.
Reptile going backwards. And,
like I said, it was about those who can make the moves and thread the needle without getting involved in this bullshit moose.
I'll tell you what, and oh, you said a naughty word. Scotty.
You said a naughty line.
Whatever. He's that's the first time this season I pulled it out. He's Scotty is flying here on this restart, and he looks very, very rapid at the moment.
Yeah, and the boys up front will be hoping that they Nuthammer and Co can delay them for as long as possible, but it's almost inevitable, these moves. Scotty's just going to pick his breaking points nicely and go for the sensible moves. Like, he has an opportunity maybe down here at the end of this next corner, but that would be silly because there would probably be an incident. So just stay behind. You're in a good position, lad.
And he's got people ahead of him with penalties, so he's going to be on the podium even if he stays where he is, which he probably won't.
Can't believe we've only got 13 left in this race, Moose.
Yeah. It has been a little bit of a bloodbath, let's be honest.
A race of an attrition. A lot of them have been like DNFs on their own, though. You know, not really, murders.
I'm not really interested in murderizations here, mate. And look at this. Scotty is all over the back in that hammer. DRS will be enabled on this lap, and I dare say that Scotty's going to get this done without the DRS, as he's smashing that ERS, but equally Nuthammer smashing it. And down into turn one we go. Scotty later on the brakes, but just understeer from Nuthammer into the side of Scotty, potentially wing damage. Nothing doing at the moment, as Scotty still looks very, very quick. And Nuthammer tries to cut it off, but Scotty's around. That is we brought Zoidberg out, as I just about had a brown stained moment. And Scotty pressuring.
Oh, the Ferraris have choked it, both of them.
They have well and truly choked here.
Look at, mate, if Roscoe didn't have a penalty here, he would be the one. He's got 6 seconds.
Yeah. Prince OK looks very good here to end up on the podium. This is going to be
He's on that hard tyre though. He's going to just try and stick with his teammate. His teammate can push him along, hopefully.
Yeah.
He's going to try and make this move on Nuthammer. He's got DRS, he's got ERS flowing. He's going to go towards the inside onto turn number 1. And he makes the move on the Mercedes. So he's up to 4th on the circuit, but where will he fall to when the checkered flag drops? We'll have to wait and see. As we've got a yellow flag further back, Darkness and Giles. The bloodbath continues.
Yeah.
Urban's going to be loving this. The Ferrari boys are in the shitter.
Is Urban going to be loving this?
No, he's going to be hating it. But you know what? He's at the Barcelona game or whatever's in Sydney tonight, so he's got nothing to complain about.
Barcelona.
He's working, but he was working at the stadium, and I think he's watching, so...
Ooh.
Good for him.
Yeah. As, mate, will Sandoz look to have this one well and truly under control?
No, don't say that, because he'll throw it away. And he will be spewing. But with that 3-second pen for 10, he's, as you say, M Stone is going to be very hard for him to... Well, one, he's been detached from them. He's 1.6 seconds back from the McLaren, but it's been very hard to pass the McLaren since he has DRS.
With the points awarded to M Stone in the sprint race, and also the points that he's going to accumulate here at the feature race, it is almost going to be level pegging in the championship, I think.
It's going to be close. He's on for, what, 25 in this race, and he had 15 in the last one. Scotty's on for something or rather in the last couple of races, maybe around 15 points. So we know he's gonna definitely close that gap. How far he closes it, that's yet to be determined.
Do we have a week off next week?
No, we off to the street of Jeddah in Saudi Arabia at the Corniche International Circuit.
Oh dear.
and that's going to be a chaotic week.
I've never driven a lap of Jeddah.
I tell you what, it's a good track. Another night race.
Yeah.
We go back to back with night races. We go Jeddah, and then we go to the jewel of the calendar, mate, at Monaco under the lights.
Oh dear. I might be away.
I'm looking forward to it. You'll be away on the Tuesday there, or do you just want to join me in the commentary box?
To be fair, I'm away all next week for work. I was gonna maybe take my PlayStation with me, but I might not bother now.
Oh, you can take it with you. Just don't plug it in on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's right. By Tuesday night, I think I'll be down in Portland, so the internet might not be great.
Portland.
Yeah.
Where's the work trip taking to you? The regional parts of Victoria.
So I've got to go all the way out to Portland, doing a heap of stuff in between. Then I go all the way to Mildura with a heap of stuff in between. And then back through the heart of Melbourne, through the Grampians National Park and all of that, as I come back home. So, yeah, a week-long trip.
That's quite the round trip.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot of, I know there's a lot of fire and backburning that goes out to the west there. And this is a good time of year to do it. So
I'll tell you what, I actually did some of the plan burning out west with Fire Brigade about 3 months ago. Single greatest experience ever.
yeah, really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it because I couldn't see shit when I was flying my plane up there. But you know what? It's for if it prevents a bushfire.
Roscoe on M Stone.
Hemsto not fighting that one. He knows he's going to get him back on the line. This is the last lap, mate. A 1.7 second lead up front. So Sando's got what? He's in turn 4 now, so he's got 12 more corners to throw this race away, mate. Or to hold on for a race win, which he said to me he was going to win tonight.
Did he?
He did. He said he was. I'm not going to directly quote him, but he said he was sick of throwing races away and sick of not winning.
Oh, imagine he got a penalty.
Imagine if I went in there and just started shaking him. Snatched the wheel out of his hand. I don't think he'd be happy. And there goes Roscoe on 10. But 10's coming back at him.
They're just costing each other time here.
I was about to say, this is just silly from Roscoe. It's costing him time to drivers behind. But anyway, round a couple final corners for the Alpha Tauri now. And, well, he's thrown a couple away this season.
10
at least a couple.
hangs on to third here.
He might. Here we go. Sando, he wins it. 10 crosses second. Roscoe crosses third. Who's going to fall to where?
Okay. Very nice.
Emberstone up to second, as expected, and Prince gets him by 0.3 of a second onto the podium. And 10 Sandals fourth. He'll probably be pretty annoyed with that penalty. Jury, mate, gets up to 5th place.
Yeah.
And then Nat Hammer and Roscoe drops down to 7th, mate. And that battling cost him that position, and Nat Hammer on that last lap, he only 0.2 of a second. That was probably a mistake, a couple of points thrown away. Maniac holds on to 8th on those hards, ahead of Broken Reptile, Scotty, 2.5. It's then Darkness Abyss coming around now. With Giles rounding out the field, who I think is going for a fastest lap attempt. And I don't think he...
Yeah,
did he get it?
I think he got it.
We'll confirm that, but 3 safety cars. That race was quite long and quite stop and start, Moosey.
Yeah, very much the case, mate. As Maniac is the game's driver of the day, and gaining 8 positions in a bloodbath of a race. I dare say that he's going to be somewhere up the top end. Once you at home have your vote for the driver of the day. But, mate, what a bloodbath.
Not what I was expecting. But
wasn't it?
It was Darkness Abyss who came home with the fastest lap there, so well done to him on that. But
yeah, absolutely.
I wasn't expecting quite the bloodbath that was that race. It turned out to be quite ugly there in the end, with 13 cars on track.
And, mate, just crunching the numbers quickly, I think M Stone will be within 5 points of the championship lead after this race.
There you go.
Could
5
be wrong.
points.
Could be wrong.
Could be wrong. Yeah, it sounds about right though.
Probably wrong.
You know what? I'll back you. I'll back you on it.
It would be 5 or less points, I feel.
He's done a good job tonight to really take advantage of the sprint round and get a lot of points.
Yeah.
And that's what you've got to do. But yeah, get your votes in for Driver of the Day, people. We'll get them in if they're not already in. I suspect they will be though, but mostly we're just waiting for one more person, but just wrap up the night for us with a little summary before we get going with the interviews.
Carnage. There's your summary for that race.
Sprint round. Carnage.
Carnage. No, look, those who got it right and stayed out of trouble were the massive beneficiaries. You know, you had a couple of guys there in that sprint race that probably weren't the quickest ones out there, but managed to hang on to positions and score a lot of points. And then, you know, you had Baby Sando there in the feature race. He kept himself out of trouble for the most part and really looked comfortable once a few drivers behind him got penalties. So the aim of tonight was stay out of trouble and well, those drivers that did it managed to score some big points.
Yeah, absolutely. But well, we're still waiting on them. So should we go reverse order, Moosey? Should we go from the top down whilst we wait for third?
Sure. Take us away.
All yours, mate. I don't want to give him praise.
No, I shouldn't say that, sorry.
Well, that's really rude. That's really rude. I was going to talk you up, but yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you? No, Sando, you looked fairly comfortable out there tonight, mate. For once, your internet seemed to hang on. But yeah, it looked fairly comfortable in that feature race for you, mate.
Long overdue one, but at least to keep one of those complete.
Yeah, you certainly did, mate. During the sprint race, we had serious questions on you. We're getting it all wrong numerous times, but mate, you well and truly made up for it in that feature race. Well done.
And Moosey, moving on to P2, mate. Mystic Matt, he's back again. Didn't quite go for 3 for 3 in terms of the proper races, but P2 again, Stoney after P1 in the sprint race. A good night for yourself in terms of the championship.
Got a record sort of bit. It wasn't bad. 5 in the sprint, let alone. I always knew Sando was a pass above tonight. Something stupid, please.
Oh, so basically he's a tier 1 driver, according to the logic of the OSRL drivers, but continue.
And then watch Roscoe pull out.
Mathematics moves. Well, mate,
Mike Man Moose
Scotty's,
turned to Math Man Moose.
yeah, Scotty's actually chimed in the chat, and he reckons that you guys are now equal on points. So it'll be very interesting to see where the dominoes fall there, mate. Is there?
Well, Jeddah and Monaco. Yeah,
Oh, mate, I was being smart.
fire up for Monaco, mate. Get excited.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
And P3 Moosey is Prince, mate. Welcome. Another good result for yourself. Another podium. And with Scotty having his dramas tonight, you'll close on him. But just couldn't quite get over M Stone especially with that sprint race pile up in lap 1?
Yeah, Amstone raced well and got good points tonight. The sprint race really hurts. I was pretty disappointed, boring race at the back, but made up for it in the feature. So that's all I can do.
Bit of practice on that hard tyre for the feature.
Yeah, I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, I feel alright on these hards. Yeah, might work out in the feature race. I'll have to spend all the time on them.
That's right. So I think you still got a solid 1 point from that sprint race. So better than nothing, I suppose. And you combine that with. Oh, I thought you finished. I don't fucking know where you finished, mate. 1 or 2 points. Valuable points could be the difference at the end of the season. Valuable points for Alpine, valuable points for the team. But plus P3, so 22. So it's 23 or 24 points for the night. So not bad. Matt will open up that gap on you, M-Stone. So, but still, another good week, some more good points, and we look forward to Saudi Arabia next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, boys.
You're right. And Moosey, we've got driver of the day here. It's your man, your fellow co-commentator from Tier 1, Tent Sandals. Welcome, mate. Driver of the day.
The Thursday
and what could have been without that penalty?
Sorry, what was that?
McDeezy Wheezy's congratulations you on P3.
Thank
P2,
you
sorry.
very much. Yeah, it was decent in the sprint race. Just managed to keep it penalty free, and everyone else picked up a bunch and just jumped them in the end. Happy with qualifying P2. I think I could have maybe challenged Sando there, but I just had a big snap coming through turns 7 and 8 on my fastest lap, and lost like good 2/10. And the race, main race was pretty decent. Just couldn't keep up with Sando. He was just too quick today. I was giving it my all just to try and stay within his DRS, and then picked up 3-second penalty near the end of the race, and was trying to keep that 3-second gap to Prince, and unfortunately I did have it, and then going into turn 1 I got the turn 1 curb glitch where it bounces you, and I went straight on basically, and had to collect myself. Luckily it wasn't too bad, and then it was hovering about 2.9, and then coming into turn 10 Roscoe sent a pretty interesting dive bomb which I had to avoid, and then that caused me to lose out to him unfortunately.
Yeah, right. Well, it cost him a position as well, so just a bit of debauchery there on the last lap. Not quite the debauchery that we saw in Tier 3 with the DRS chicken, but still a podium, good points in both races, so a positive night for yourself in the McLaren. Yeah,
actually, pretty happy with it.
Yeah, not bad for Spain, a track that no one really wanted to drive. Well, anyway, Moosey, that's those interviews done and dusted. And that's us done until Tier 1 tomorrow night, where your beautiful voice will be back again, and my beautiful voice will move to the cockpit of the Alpine.
And I will be joined by the Thursday night delight, being Tent Sandals.
And can McDeezy Wheezy pull out back-to-back wins? We'll have to wait and find out.
Did you win last week, did you?
Oh, apparently.
I'm kidding.
I don't know if have I told you about it yet. Shall I tell you about it? Maybe off stream, but thank you for everyone who tuned in this evening to stream. But yeah, thank you everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night for Tier 1, or next week for Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah Corniche Circuit. Cheers.
Bye.
Ciao, bye. Okay, we done. You can swear and breathe now.
Fuck.
Jury, you got outvoted, legitimately.
What? Yeah, that was fucked up. It was just a full dive bomb on me. Yeah. 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 Bloody, I added at him, I'm like, come on man, what was the dive bomb? And he's like, it was fair, we didn't hit each other, what's wrong with it? I'm like, what?
It'll be a pen, just report it, man. Like, just let the stewards take care of it. Like, it's shitty for you, but you still got on the podium. No, you didn't. Yeah, you did. No. Fuck, shit, what? I can't remember.
No, I didn't.
My brain's a fucking mush. Yeah.
I was like fucking engineer kept up again. Called me in too late for the boss.
What's your engineer's name?
Jeff.
That's your first problem.
Normally, like, he's not being too bad, but then he called me in and I'm like, literally got on the turn, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get done so hard with 3-1, I'm not gonna fucking bother. And then, yeah, like, I got up and then broke my wing with Tyler. Then he hit behind the safety car.
I couldn't understand.
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
I was behind him! Like, he just pulled into the pits and then, like, Tyler F retired. I'm, like, looking on track for, like, a car that spun around behind safety car and have a giggle. And it turned out that he was in the pit, like, he was in the pits in front of me. I'm like, why the fuck you pit and quit? Like,
All you had to do was finish and you would've got put.
I went from 13th to 5th after the restart. Like,
Back to 5th, fuck.
yeah, I was close. Like, if I lost too much time off the back of every Tom, Dick, and Donkey driver that was being spashed, and I nearly shit myself when I just about collected Scotty. Yeah, Duck was getting 3 spotted. Guys did not.
Every time I broke DRS.
Well, see, like, that's why I had better pace like, at the start of that first safety car. But because, like, the fucking half joined on the pack so fucking late, I had no tyre temp, and I'm like, oh, I'll go out of the final corner. And then ended up causing carnage, because I lost it myself, bought it, and then Flourish has just gone fucking pitching into the wall.
Oh, you did. My viewers, Irish just... Pants were brown. Yeah, my pants were so brown, so you can just let you go fucking 90 degrees to the left.
Oh, trust me.
It was so fucking funny.
I don't doubt that. Like, that was... Like, I was coming up to... Like, every time I came up to turn 1, all I heard behind me was the clattering of cars together. What the fuck? Like... 2 race starts, you guys still can't fucking... Still can't fucking get shit together.
Hey, what, lap 1 of... Go just... Like... Fucking...
Bro, maybe fix your internet before you try and tell us that story again.
Goes...
Mate, you see...
Oh, that's what I gotta do.
Is that a bit too taboo? The tier 2 chat boys? Is that a bit too much?
What?
The feature, I just...
That's,
Is that a bit poorly timed?
That's a bit too stupid.
I can't even see it. Is it funny?
I deleted it.
Okay, I would...
yeah, I wouldn't believe it either. Just goes AD. Fuck me out of the next 10.
I can unmute myself, mate. I don't give a fuck.
Like, one of the most core members of the fucking admin team fucking commentating like 2 nights
I can just go on the esports account, mate. The also esports account and unban myself, unmute myself, so who cares?
Oh.
Oh, it's funny.
Am I meant to know what you're all laughing at?
I'm a Beyblade.
Am I meant to know what any of you are laughing at?
Hold on, I'm giving you the perm so you can see it.
Oh, good.
He's getting firm, look out.
Whitey's gonna get mad.
Why?
Oh, you're tier 3, tier 4, what is it? Terms, please. Didn't even realise that it happened. I was like, I'm looking at...
There you go, Moose. You should be able to see the tier 2 chat now.
Sounds like
Thank you, sir.
We're just sending stupid gifts.
Yeah. Just DZ, how did you find that? How did you find that gif of me on the top?
Yeah, it's fondant. I threw away half my fucking channel points tonight.
I felt like running.
Yeah, now it's fucking getting
He fucked it.
Tony's turning it on.
I'll tell you.
Mystic Matt has turned it off, but I mean,
I'll tell you what though, Scotty.
Scotty's put himself in positions to score points and then taking himself out.
Yeah, 100%. He has
Oh,
like
he was.
binned the unlosable championship.
What, you don't want to be captain?
It's just tier 2.
I can't be in tier 1.
You know you don't have to. You know you don't have to accept your captain spot.
Can I still rate?
Ask Whitey or Mount. They'll know.
So my
I'd say
grandfather
yes,
sandbag
because-
and finish P3. But tier 2 will be stronger than tier 2.
Mate, you know how many tier 1 drivers are like, oh, I'm going to tier 2 next season. Fuck off, mate. Yeah, well.
I get like
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's always not faster than you can tell.
But no, Scotty has.
Oh, 100%.
You know,
After tonight, it's actually just a 3 race now, isn't it?
No, it's
Yeah.
it's a 2-horse race.
Still 3.
Oh, Print. I think a lot would have to go right for Prince to hang on.
Prince lost a lot of points from
I can arrange that.
Yeah.
yeah, like you have seen Sando races, so it's not completely unheard of if he spins in front of everyone for like half the pack just to make sure Prince discards it. I mean,
To be fair, Scotty should have like walked away with this championship already, and he's just fucking
yeah, he should have. Like,
binned
he
it.
was, he was quicker than everyone, and everyone's just like, nah, like, you know, everyone was like, oh, we'll just battle out for second and let fucking Scotty have this. And Scotty's gone, you know what? Reverse.
Even after the one bloke.
He's like he's done the.
Get on now, we're beating that. That's all I care about.
I'm trying to do the math in my head, and he's like, that's like, just in the championship battle, you know, I've got to try and keep up with Prince, and, you know, stay in front of Fury. And
Well, the thing was,
he
is that
blew it last season. Like he had
he had P3 in the chip sorted, and then fucking DNF'd at Abu Dhabi. I'm like, cool, I just have to finish 8th. Alright, no problem. And then fucking Absolute's like, I want third. I'm like, look, we'll team up at the start, and we'll work together to make sure one of us beats Nat. And then Nat crashed out. I'm like, hey, do you remember what I said? Friendly? Fuck you, I'm taking first. He's like, what?
Another best thing is, I know I'm guaranteed the Alpine next season, basically.
No one wants to.
No, because Jax is gonna win, and pick McLaren. If Fiery wins, he picks a Red Bull. If then I win constructors, I get to pick second. I get to pick Alpine.
See, I turn around to Kraken. I've already got my plan for next season. If I get picked for Afro Maro, I'm giving him my full-time pick straight away, ready for the
Reserves opportunities there.
The first thing I said was, oh cool, they're the same pick garage again. Cool. The first four or five races it was fine, and then I got to race 6, I'm like, fuck me, I'm over this engine noise, like here's something else, and look at different livery colours, like, I'm still playing through driving Mate, I'm still doing fucking driving career mode so I can see what the other cars in this game are like. Just trying to fucking, just want to see them.
That sounds fun. What? Shut the fuck up, cunt.
I'm like, did you report it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, he has to respond, otherwise he has to fucking request his footage. And he's like, oh yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, dude, what the fuck do you mean? If he took you out, then we'll treat it as such. If he didn't, then fucking shut the fuck up. Why are you messing? No one gives.
No one care. Okay, goodbye.
I hate it. Like, I don't mind helping people out with rulings and stuff like that, but when people are messaging, going, oh hey, like, did my report go in okay? Is it submitted correctly? Is this alright? I'm just like, oh fucking follow the fucking messages in there, fucking ass. Did Scotty spin off someone? Like, well, did he just spin on his own? We have to deal with the report.
Oh my god, bots, just for fucking once. It's not about you all the time, alright? He goes, why did I get added to the tier 2 discussion? Like, I gave fucking commentary team permission so Moose could see what we're laughing about.
So why is he complaining about the fact he has tier 2?
I don't fucking know, cunt.
Because I mean, at this point, I'm actually, like, after what he did the other night to tier 3, I'm actually thinking that we just take his permit off. He's already on sabbatical from the Shields.
Love that.
Yeah, why didn't even put him on sabbatical? Why did you rate message and he's like, hey, so we're going on. It's not done. I think it's best that we give you a bit of time from the Shields, and I'm like, okay, I appreciate that, but could you have told me beforehand? One of the guys that were doing tier 3 and 4, tier 1 and 2 instead of
Anyone
I can
still
do
in
it
here?
if you want. Hello.
Just on the incidents, what's the go with that one, Deezy? No. I meant the one I was talking to Deezy about earlier. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. I I only just came across it. Like I wasn't even looking for it. Yeah. Yeah. There's got to be no. Oh fuck! There's someone that does it all the time. Maddie. Yeah, Maddie Watson does it as well. Mm. Yeah, that's bullshit. 100%. Because like there was someone that did it a few weeks ago in Tier 4, and like my argument to it was, well, hang on, I had a qualifying band the same race and did the right thing. I would have loved to have gone out there and fucking. Mm, yeah. Yeah. That was my voice. What? Which one are you watching? Oh, was that the rear wing one? Yeah, I was fucking furious. Alright, mate. Thank you, Squire. I shall see you tomorrow. Fuck. Ah, please. What do you mean? See, mate. Fuck's sake, bro. Oh. No, that's not necessarily true. I don't have access to every channel. I've got Tier 1. I don't have anything for Tier 2. And all I can look at for Tier 1 is the race day results and the license points. Thanks. No, you can't do that. What? Hmm. Well, to be fair, I've wanted to be a steward. Hmm. Yeah, the card definitely jumps across. Oh, is that when he was in the hash sandwich? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Deezy said something and I tried to get on board with it but missed it. Oh, really? No. Hmm. 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 You're right, honey. Yeah. I'll, come into bed soon. Hmm. Might be worth leaving your hand off it for tonight. What do you lost now? Yeah. Hmm. 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 Wait, who runs who off the road? Yeah, right. I honestly can't say I'm surprised. I'm his teammate and he does it to me every fucking week. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, wow. See, that's where that confuses me, because as per the rules, that should be 1 and 5. But like it's worth more than that. Like it's pretty fucking dirty. Mm. Yeah.